Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has aired more upsetting scenes for Cleo McQueen, as Abe Fielding pressured her into a big decision. This week, Abe continued to manipulate Cleo, making snide comments about her eating habits. When Sally noted that babies bring couples together, Abe had an idea. He told Cleo he wanted to start a family with her, but the conversation was cut short when she suddenly fainted. Friday's, August 23, streaming episode saw Cleo conscious, following her dizzy spell. She was quickly ushered out of Casa McQueen by Abe. Away from the McQueens, he approached the idea of having a baby again and gifted Cleo a new outfit. "I was gonna suggest that you wear it to lunch later, and then we can go back to the flat for some serious baby making," he told her. When Cleo asked for some time to consider his proposal, Abe tried to manipulate her. "Are you saying that you don't want to have a kid with me? Is that it?" he accused. Cleo explained that she wasn't in the right headspace to have a baby. Again, Abe tried to make her feel guilty about her decision. Later, Cleo arrived at the dog, wearing Abe's hand-picked outfit. In upsetting scenes, he forced her to eat lunch, physically stopping her from leaving. "You're never gonna embarrass me in public ever again," he warned. After running out of the pub, Cleo told Abe that she was struggling with their open relationship. She returned home to find a romantic setup and thought Abe was trying to make amends. However, Abe revealed he had hired her an escort for the night, in order to make their relationship equal again. Cleo was left horrified as a male escort appeared from the room. As Abe's sinister plan continues, will Cleo be able to get away? Hollyoaks is no stranger to tackling hard-hitting, emotionally raw storylines, and Cleo McQueen's latest arc proves just that. This week, the show aired another heart-wrenching episode in the ongoing plot between Cleo and her estranged husband, Abe. The pair's story has had fans on the edge of their seats, with this latest installment leaving viewers teary-eyed and desperate for answers. Cleo's spiraling guilt. The episode opened with Cleo sitting alone in the dog's beer garden, clutching a cup of tea. Her usual spark was dimmed, her makeup smudged from the tears she had cried all night. It was a stark contrast to the vivacious Cleo viewers knew and loved. Her mind replayed Abe's words from the day before. "You never loved me, Cleo. Not really. You loved the idea of saving me, and when you couldn't, you left me to rot." She shook her head, trying to drown out the echoes. Abe's words had cut deeper than she'd let on, peeling back layers of guilt she had long buried. Their marriage had been rocky from the start, marred by Abe's struggles with addiction and Cleo's inability to help him through it. When Abe hit rock bottom, Cleo had walked away. She convinced herself it was for the best, but now, years later, his sudden reappearance had shattered her carefully constructed world. Abe's fragile recovery. Meanwhile, Abe stood in the village square, his hands stuffed into his jacket pockets, watching the world bustle around him. He was a shadow of his former self, gaunt, with dark circles under his eyes. But there was a determination in his stance. He had returned to Hollyoaks with one goal: closure. But every conversation with Cleo had only reopened old wounds. Seeing her now, stronger and more independent than when they were together, had stirred a mix of resentment and admiration. His sobriety was fragile, held together by sheer willpower and the fear of losing himself again. But being back in Hollyoaks, surrounded by reminders of his lowest moments, was testing his resolve. The confrontation. Later that day, fate, or perhaps Hollyoaks' ever-dramatic timing, brought Cleo and Abe face-to-face in Price Slice. Cleo was picking up groceries for Nana McQueen when she spotted Abe near the frozen food section. Her instinct was to turn and leave, but Abe saw her before she could escape. "You're avoiding me," Abe said, his tone accusing. Cleo sighed. "What do you want, Abe?" "I want to talk," he replied, his voice softening. "We can't keep doing this, running into each other and pretending there's nothing to say." Reluctantly, Cleo agreed to a coffee at the Love Boat. The tension between them was palpable as they sat at a corner table, the din of the cafe masking the awkward silence. "I'm sorry," Cleo finally said, breaking the impasse. "For everything. For walking away." Abe's eyes narrowed. "Are you though? Or are you just saying that because it's easier than admitting you're glad I'm out of your life?" Cleo flinched. "That's not fair." "Fair?" Abe leaned forward, his voice rising. "You want to talk about fair? You left me when I needed you the most. I was drowning, and you were my life raft, but you cut me loose." Tears welled up in Cleo's eyes. "I didn't know how to help you, Abe. You were spiraling, and I was terrified. I thought if I stayed, I'd go down with you." The raw honesty in her voice seemed to deflate Abe's anger. He leaned back in his chair, running a hand through his hair. "I didn't come back to hurt you," he said quietly. I needed to see if you're as okay as you seem." Abe's secret. As the conversation unfolded, it became clear that Abe wasn't just here for closure. He was hiding something. His hands trembled as he spoke, and his eyes darted nervously around the room. "You're not telling me everything," Cleo said, her voice tinged with suspicion. Abe hesitated, then sighed. "I'm in trouble, Cleo, serious trouble." He revealed that he had borrowed money from dangerous people during his addiction, and that they were now demanding repayment, with interest. Despite his efforts to rebuild his life, the debt had caught up with him, and he was running out of options. Cleo's heart sank. "Why didn't you tell me sooner? Maybe I could have helped." "I didn't think you'd care," Abe admitted. "Not after everything that happened." The McQueens rally. Later, Cleo confided in Nana McQueen about Abe's situation. True to form, Nana rallied the family, declaring, "No one messes with a McQueen, not even Cleo's ex." The McQueens devised a plan to help Abe, combining their resources and street smarts to come up with the money he needed. It wasn't just about the debt, it was about giving Cleo a chance to find closure and peace. But the stakes were higher than they realized. As the family worked behind the scenes, a shadowy figure watched from the edges of the village, biding his time. A tragic twist. The episode ended on a chilling cliffhanger. Cleo and Abe were walking through the village, discussing the McQueen's plan, when a car screeched to a halt nearby. A man stepped out, his face obscured by a hood. "You think you can just run from your debts, Abe?" the man growled. Cleo stepped in front of Abe, her protective instincts kicking in. "Leave him alone." The man laughed coldly. "Brave words, sweetheart. But this isn't your fight." Before Cleo could respond, the man pulled out a weapon. The screen faded to black as a gunshot echoed through the village, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. Fan reactions. The episode's emotional depth and shocking ending have sparked an outpouring of reactions from fans on social media. Many praised the show's handling of addiction and its impact on relationships, while others expressed their heartbreak over Cleo and Abe's plight. One fan tweeted, "Cleo and Abe's story is gut-wrenching but so real. Can't believe they left us with that cliffhanger." Another wrote, "The McQueens are the heart of Hollyoaks. Love how they always come together, no matter what." As the Cleo and Abe plot continues to unfold, one thing is clear. Hollyoaks isn't pulling any punches. Fans will have to wait with bated breath to see how this emotional roller coaster resolves, and whether Cleo and Abe can find the redemption they both so desperately seek. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.